call on many people in the gay community. I call on them to stand against this because their movement has been hijacked. And last night, Charlie, I'll finish up one more thing. In the night last night, where I live in Washington, D.C., late into the night, all I heard was the crowd all around, all over the streets, having the Pride Festival continuing on. And when I had to drive back to my condo yesterday, I witnessed so much of it as we drove through it all. I mean, I even saw one woman that had no pants on.
That's amazing. She was so affected by totally, and this is true, this is honest, not seeing a woman with pants, that she went to an interview and talked about it. I saw a woman without pants. Were you at the beach? You get that they didn't like invent this. It's not like Pride was the first place where people realized that you could wear less than khakis. I love that she's like amazed by this. But anyway, it has been hijacked, and I don't know what of the story that she went on to tell was supposed to be evidence of that. Was it the no pants thing? Were people in Pride decades ago more respectful of bearing knee? And now that's just anything goes. You can just show your knees off if you want. Or is it the fact that there is a Pride festival at all, which by the way, has been around for a little bit. I don't know what point that she's trying to make other than the fact that she hates the fact that people are proud. I don't know, what do you think?
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm the woke transgender that has hijacked Pride single-handedly, and no, it's just silly, like on its face, like fundamentally. I mean, like the whole notion of like Pride being hijacked. I mean, literally, are we just gonna like, once again, the history of Stonewall, right? It was a black trans woman that like threw a brick at a cop, and there was like a whole protest about it. It was like a whole entire thing. Like I don't know, like the first Stonewall was a riot. That's like the history of the fight for queer liberation across the United States, right? Was very much led by trans people. But obviously, right wingers don't care about reality. They don't care about the rights of gay people. They just are they're trying to use gay people as a shield. And it's genuinely really, really funny because they'll like, drag out some like random, like very privileged, like gay white man and be like, oh, see, he doesn't really like transgender people. That clearly means that all the gay people out there don't like transgender people. And turn it into this big thing and turn it into a discourse about Pride, when the actual reality is like, no, trans people have always been a part of Pride, and like people wearing cute little outfits has also been a part of Pride. That's kind of the whole point, like, just being yourself in public in a very confrontational way.
And by the way, what I'm gonna say is gonna be pointless because none of these people are being honest about anything about what they believe, why they're pushing for it, why they're making it a focus of politics. But if you actually had as a goal, I don't want there to be Pride anymore. I'm sick of it. I don't want to see the parades. I don't want stores to focus so much on it. Why are they making such a big deal? Then maybe don't put forward like over 500 anti-LGBT bills so far just this year, and hundreds the year before that, and hundreds the year before that. Do they not get that you would not need to have an organized thing to get people to feel briefly accepted and to make themselves more visible if they were just accepted? If they weren't under constant assault, then it wouldn't be a big thing. It would just be normal. But of course they don't care because they don't actually have, I mean, I don't think that she wants to see the Pride thing or whatever, although she probably is perfectly fine with seeing some people without pants who wouldn't be. But it's a convenient political attack. It's what they use politically. You said that they're using gay people as a shield. My version of it would be they're using the entire LGBTQ community as meat that you throw into the pond so the piranha will attack it. Or a sacrifice, basically, that you stake up and push into a volcano so that like the simpletons will be like, yes, that will placate the gods. Like it's all just this thing to like focus and intensify their primal negative emotions. It's sickening. Let's have a little bit of fun briefly though, because Marje Greene is confused about Pride. She's confused about pants. She's confused about a lot of stuff. Here she is being confused about porn.
There is a website, you may or may not have heard about it, called Pornhub. It is a disgusting porn website. As a matter of fact, it should be illegal.
Did she just discover it? Do you know what I found at 2 a.m.? I'd gone through a lot of other websites and I was looking for something really extreme, and I found this thing and it should be illegal, I thought afterward. Yeah, no, it exists. Pornography is not new. Pornhub did not actually invent it, whatever claims you might have heard to the contrary. And no, people in the privacy of their home accessing pornography is not a major scandal. It does not require government intervention. My God, are they out of touch? What do you think?
I don't know. It very much has the energy of like, my husband got a computer virus that changed his search history. Like,
Very good.
And I think that should be illegal.
I love also. So like she's asking the question, have you heard of this website Pornhub? And there's just like a whole crowd of conservatives like, no, what's that? Oh yeah,
never in my life, I swear to God. Like, no, it's just so funny though, because like this is how unlikable these people are. This is like the brief moment of like Marjorie Taylor Greene like revealing like who she is, right? If Marjorie Taylor Greene lived 500 years ago, she would be leading a witch hunt. Like, unironically, if Marjorie Taylor Greene got into a time machine, present day Marjorie Taylor Greene got into a time machine, she would be like, yes, I came from the future and I'll tell you where all the witches are. Like that is the level that she's at. Like she would be running witch hunts today if she could. Like these people are such joyless creatures, right? That all they want to do is just bring joy away from other people's lives, to just like make other people as miserable as they are. Yeah. And so I don't know, if you're ever talking to a conservative and you're trying to compromise with them, just remember that nothing you ever do or say to make compromises with them will make them happy, because their goal is not to be happy themselves with the world, it's to make everybody else as miserable as they are. And I think this kind of encapsulates that in some sort of weird way.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.